y'all? I said, what's up, y'all? Look at me when I'm talking to you, bro. Nah, I'm just messing with y'all, man. This is your boy Knockout Boxing 86 TV, and we in here. So check this out, y'all. Before we get going on our video, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, share the video, turn on your notifications, and follow me on Twitter at KOBoxing86TV. And also, if you have a breakdown or a prediction you want me to do, please reach out to me on my email address, knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com is the email address. Follow me on Twitter, as I said, at KOBoxing86TV. Go check out our live shows. I'm live every Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time, every Friday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time, and every single Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. But let's get to the video, man. So Bob Arum said they done sent contracts out, and they expecting them to come back signed. So the Oscar Valdez, Shakur Stevenson fight look like it's on for April the 30th, bro. Look like it's all but final. And so I want to read what he said, but I want to talk to some boxing fans out there. Because there's a question being asked, and there's this narrative being pushed. How come people are pushing for Oscar Valdez versus Shakur Stevenson if they think that it's such an easy fight for Shakur Stevenson? That's what people are starting to make the excuse as to why they don't want to see this fight, or why they might be better fights out there. So we're going to address it all and chop it all up in this video right here. So smash that like button. But here's what Bob Arum had to say. He said, I think it's done. We wouldn't have done it if Oscar Valdez was reluctant. So he's trying to save face for Oscar ducking ass, but it is what it is. Eddie Reynoso wanted that fight as well. I don't believe that to be true, but whatever. He says, Jeremy Kogel, our business affairs guy and general counsel, has sent out the contracts to Valdez and Shakur, and we're anticipating they'll come back signed. At the MGM Grand in Las Vegas on April 30th is when the fight will be, is what Arum said when they asked him about it. But here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. So, the fight almost being done, that's great. And we've already made our opinion felt on why we feel like this fight is coming to fruition. Go check out that video if you haven't already. But let's talk about why your boy Knockout Boxing wants this fight. Let's talk about why your boy Knockout Boxing wants this fight. I want this fight for a few reasons. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing. You know I never do. First and foremost, I'm always for unification fights. If you go check the content of the channel, if you go check out any live stream or anything I've done on anybody else's channel, you'll hear one thing consistently. I'm always for champions fighting each other. And I'm always for the best possible fights that we can get in boxing. That's what I'm interested in. And so when I look at the landscape for me at 130 pounds, and I look at their potential opponents, I don't want to see Shakur Stevenson beat up somebody that Oscar Valdez already beat up in Miguel Berchelt. I don't want to see Oscar Valdez pull up a 126-pound fighter that's never fought at 130 pounds in Emmanuel Navarrete. I know that Roger Gutierrez, Golden Boy fighter, and Chris Colbert are already fighting. They're already done. They're all but done. Go read the reports. They're supposed to be fighting on February 26th. They're clearing up the WBA shit. Ogawa just fought. The IBF champion. He just fought. Just beat Fuzili. So he's not a realistic opponent for this early in the year. So the best possible fight that we can get at 130 pounds is Shakur Stevenson versus Oscar Valdez. That's point number one. It's the best possible fight in the division for either of those fighters. Point number two. Oscar Valdez is a cheating ass dude, man. He a cheating ass dude. He tried to cheat Robson Castillo. He a dirty ass fighter. Right? In a sport where you could kill each other, he decides that he want to get a leg up and he want to cheat and shit, take fentanyl, do whatever. Lord knows what else he's taking, whatever. He want to do that shit. So I wholeheartedly, 100% will tell y'all, I want to see him get his ass whooped. And I feel like Shakur Stevenson got the best shot to do it. I openly want to see Oscar Valdez get his ass whooped. Until he can go a few fights in a row, test, and you know what it is, bro? It's that he didn't get punished for the shit. Like, if you do your time and you come back, then, man, maybe I'll give you, you know what I'm saying, I won't be as hard on you. But the reason I'm so hard on Oscar Valdez and why I'm happy that this fight is coming to fruition, because he never got punished, bro. His punishment for testing positive for fentanyl was a hometown fight, favorable ass judges, and favorable ass rulings by the WBC. That was his punishment. Was for the WBC to change their rules for him so he can keep his belt, for him to be able to go forward with a hometown fight where all his fans was cheering for him, rooting him on and shit, and stay champion, and for him to get a favorable ass decision that a lot of people feel like he got his head boxed off. When that's your punishment, bro, it put a sour taste in my mouth. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. So I openly love to see him get in there with a very skilled, slick fighter that's coming into his own, that just had a wonderful performance and beat the dumb shit out of Oscar Valdez. Yeah, I don't want him to get no shine. I want him to get his ass whooped. So yeah, I want Shakur Stevenson versus Oscar Valdez. If you say that make me biased, then yeah, bro, I'm biased. I'm biased against cheaters. Not Mexican fighters, because I love Jesse Bam Rodriguez out of San Antonio, Texas. I love Virgil Ortiz right here out of Grand Prairie, Texas. You understand what I'm saying? I like those fighters. Straight up and down. Jesus Ramos, one of my favorite young prospects. So it ain't got nothing to do with Latino fighters. Nothing to do at all. I just don't like cheating ass dudes. So I want to see Shakur Stevenson beat the shit out of Oscar Valdez. That's point number 2. Point number 3, the business of boxing. People always talk about the shit when it suits them, right? When it's a fight that you want to see, it's like, ah, man, business shouldn't get in the way. These promoters, they need to work together. Or it's an in-house fight. Why we can't get the fight we want? They both under the same promotional banner. Why can't Jamal Charlo fight David Benavidez? Which I agree. But I'm just giving you a point. I want Jamal Charlo to fight David Benavidez too. Or Caleb Plant. Or Canelo Alvarez. Like, I want the best possible fights. But we push for fights like that, right? But then, when it comes to Oscar Valdez and Shakur Stevenson, people want to act like it's way better fights for Valdez. Nah, bro, the business of boxing says you make the in-house big fight. And this is an in-house unification fight. The business is very simple. Bob Arum didn't have to talk to Eddie Hearn. He didn't have to talk to Richard Schaefer. He didn't have to talk to Oscar De La Hoya. He didn't have to talk to Al Heyman. Bob Arum had to talk to Robert Arum. And Robert Arum had to talk to Bob Arum, who were the same person, and they came together and they made this deal happen. So I don't like, the business of it makes sense. So why would we, as boxing fans, why would we be of the mindset that this ain't the fight that we want? Unless, and here's what I believe, unless you don't want to see a certain fighter shine, right? Like if you an Oscar Valdez fan and you don't believe in him, then you probably don't want this fight. Or if you're a Shakur Stevenson fan, or a Shakur Stevenson hater, I should say, or he ain't, you know, you don't like him, maybe you don't like how he act, because he braggadocious, and he's turned into the shit talker, and y'all excuse my dog. Maybe that's why you don't like him, because he has turned into that and made that turn, and you don't like people to pop that shit like that, right? Or maybe it's something else, I don't know, whatever it is. Maybe you feel like you don't want to see him shine like that, so you don't want the fight because you feel like you know the outcome. But that ain't on us as fans. We can all feel like who's going to win and who's going to lose, but at the end of the day, if it's the best fighters in the division, if it's the best fighters fighting each other, that's all we should want, right? Champions versus champions. The best possible fights. We can't be up here at 168, be like, man, Canelo fighting the best in the division. He fighting 168. He fighting Billy Joe. He fighting Caleb Plant. He chasing greatness. And we all for that, and I'm all for that. Go back and check the catalog. Like, that's cool. Like, bro, much props to you, much credit. Do your thing. But then down at 130, man, why we want to see Shakur Stevenson versus Oscar Valdez if you already know the outcome? If you feel like you already know what's going to happen. Because Oscar Valdez undefeated. Because Oscar Valdez is a champion. It's on him to go prove us wrong if we don't think he's going to win. Just like all the people that picked against Terrence Bud Crawford, me included, when he was fighting Sean Porter. One of my few bad picks, right? I picked Sean Porter to win. Terrence Crawford went out there and dog walked his ass, beat him up. Or you know what? No, it was highly competitive. When I say dog walk and beat him up, I'm talking about the end result, bro. He knocked him out, bro. Stopped him. Much props, much credit to him. Oscar Valdez could go do the same thing. He can go do the same thing. Why? Who am I as a boxing fan to be like, oh man, I feel like this champion gonna lose this other champion, so I don't want the fight. You realize it's like that in every fight. There are some people that feel like Terrence Bud Crawford is gonna beat the shit out of Errol Spence if they fight. And vice versa. There's some people that feel like Errol Spence gonna beat the shit out of Terrence Crawford if they fight. But people still want to see the fight though. Because it's two of the best in that division. It's no different here, bro. It's no different here. There's two of the best in the division. What we talking about? Just because you feel like Valdez might lose, or just because you feel like it might be such an easy fight for Shakur Stevenson, so what? Are they the best in their division? I don't understand the problem. I really don't. So there you have it, man. That's why I'm excited about the fight. That's why I want the fight. We ain't gonna sugarcoat it. Number one, like I said, it's the best fight in the division. It's the only realistic fight. It's the absolute best fight at 130 pounds. Valdez versus Stevenson. Number two, yes, I openly root against Oscar Valdez right now. Not only because he cheated, but because he didn't get punished for cheating. I don't like people who cheat and get away with it. If you cheat and you get caught and you do your time, all right, we all make mistakes. But when your punishment for your mistake is actually a reward, slow that down. When your punishment for a mistake is actually a reward, I got a problem. And that man's punishment was, yeah, okay, maybe you had a little bit bad PR for a minute. But you ain't get your belt took. You didn't get your fight canceled. They didn't have to move your fight. You got a hometown fight, got to keep your belt, and you got favorable judging in that fight. I felt like you lost the fight 9 rounds to 3. But you somehow got a unanimous decision. So you never got punished for cheating. So I still want his ass to get punished, and I feel like Shakur Stevenson got a chance to do that shit. So yes, I want the fight. I want the fight. It is what it is. Call me biased. I don't give a damn. And number 3, in-house. It's good business, right? We always talk about the business of boxing. It's the best possible business decision that Top Rank can make at 130 pounds. They can't make a bigger fight at 130 pounds. So those are my 3 reasons. Now, what's your reasons for not wanting to fight if you don't want the fight? Or if you want the fight and you got something new to bring to the table as to why it's a good fight, let me know in the comment section. I want to hear from everybody. So comment down below, smash the like, subscribe to the channel, share the video. Hit me up on Twitter at KOBoxing86TV. Also, if you got a breakdown or prediction you want me to do, knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com is the email address. Last but not least, live show every Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time, every Friday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time, and every Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. I appreciate y'all watching the video. Enjoy the rest of your day. And with that, we out of here. Peace, y'all.